Hey there, this is Chris with Patch. I'm here with Marietta Mayor Josh Schlicher, just talking about what's going on this week in Marietta.
Yeah.
What's
A
up?
lot of good weather right now.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
hoping that stays that way. Yeah, today we had the National Police Week kickoff, so we had a ceremony this morning at 10 o'clock, and I read a proclamation for everyone that was in attendance. So May 15th, we'll lower the flags at half-staff for the day to celebrate the National Memorial of police officers killed in the line of duty. And we've had several just in our small organization over the years, and so we contribute recognize them and honor them today, and along with our department, the Sheriff's Office, and the Beverly Police Department also in Washington County. So ask everybody to keep them in your thoughts and their families, and just the overall respect for law enforcement. Our nation's got some challenging times right now. Different sides wanting more police, some wanting less, and so we have to balance professional law enforcement with the needs of the community, and so we're really looking at all kinds of improvements that we can make just in our small city. So.
Well, if people want to support their local police officers, is there a way that they can do it? Let them know that they're grateful. Is there something they can do?
Right, that's the biggest thing, is just the respect of the position.
Mm-hmm.
They have the challenges every day, whether it's responding hot to calls or domestic issues. They get in the middle of all kinds of different calls for service. Some are tragic, some are a helping hand, and so we just we ask that the public recognize the job, the very diversified job that they're involved in. From trying to be a first call responder to a helping hand and a compassionate responding officer to a situation. So just we ask that the community do what you can to support every officer that we have on the streets, and it's a job that is definitely needed, and it just hasn't been given the authority and the respect that it should be given.
So do you think they should go on like the city's Facebook page, drop a thank you, something
Sure.
like that?
Yeah, anything like that.
Say thank you on the street, something like that?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
We're wanting the department and our officers to be more community focused,
Mm-hmm.
and public's going to see officers out, in neighborhoods more. Our school resource officer is going to be definitely working the school zones,
Mm-hmm.
During school times. So just things like that, they're going to see us do more of. We're going to be in the community, focused to their needs and calls that we get calls for, but just be that friendly face that you can see, driving down the street, and know that they're there for you if you need them. And so, yeah, it's all challenging, but we feel we have a great department. There's improvements, like all of our departments. Everything we can always make improvements to and changes, and we're committed to doing that. And we want to see that everyone's needs and calls are handled in a timely manner, and just have an excellent department. So we're striving for that.
Excellent. All right, so that's one new thing that's going on this week. Is there anything else new that's happening this week?
Well, we've talked in the last couple of times about starting all-out rollout. So next week.
Next week?
Yeah,
okay.
next Monday,
all right.
the 16th, and the 16th through the 22nd is the National Public Works Week. So we're going to kick off all that rollout on Monday.
Okay.
So the public's going to be seeing a lot of city trucks, signs, flaggers, lights, all kinds of stuff through the neighborhoods. We're going to start downtown, so there's going to be a lot of action next week downtown with different areas. So we just ask everyone to be aware, watch for signs, watch for flaggers, watch for lights and trucks and equipment and crews and everything. And so we'll put more notice out as we go through the neighborhoods, but next week will be a kickoff downtown. And,
cool.
And everyone will see a lot of good activity from all of our street workers and public facilities and all the divisions that make up the new Public Works Department. So.
Right on. Okay. What else is going on?
We are still working on some of the other projects that we've been talking about.
Continuing projects.
Yeah. We're looking at, along with all our rollout, the police department, the fire department is going to be involved. But also our code enforcement office, and then development office too will be involved in some community areas, so or community projects and identifying other problems in neighborhoods, such as whether it's address, lack of address numbers, zoning violations, any kind of thing that we can get ahead of. Our plan is to not. We'd rather work with the community and work with the citizens, residents, in a proactive manner instead of going after them and putting a fine on them.
Right.
We'd rather work with them and have a friendly outcome, a resolution to the problem. So that's kind of how we're handling that. If we have situations that don't get corrected, then we'll have to elevate it a little bit and go to the next step. But we'd rather show up and identify the problem and get the homeowner to work with us and have a positive and easy resolution versus hammering someone and putting a fine on them. And we've even had to take people to court. We'd rather not do that.
Yeah.
So it's just like any other enforcement, whether it's a speeding ticket or parking ticket or anything like that. We have those mechanisms in place that if we have to go through all that, we will. We have to, but we'd rather through a little bit more education with the public and expectations of other community members, work with everybody to have a good outcome with the problems that we do have. Majority of the population in Marietta want code enforcement. They want neighborhoods cleaned up. They don't want hazards. They don't want long grass, trash pile up, infestation of bugs and rodents and everything else. So everyone wants to pretty much have a consistent condition of a neighborhood. So we're working towards that. We get things cleaned up. We're still planning the all-out clean-out program when the city furnishes dumpsters, roll-off dumpsters, and we're going to do that again this year.
Okay.
In July or June, I'm sorry, and we'll have an official date coming out to the public. But we're going to do it a little bit differently. Instead of putting dumpsters all over town, where we had a problem with abuse and overstuffing them, if you will, we're going to have them all contained in one area, and then we're going to monitor that.
Okay.
So we're going to put that out to the public here soon when we get all the details. But we are bringing that back this year.
Okay.
We had cut short last year, and parts of the city didn't get the needed attention that they needed. So this year is going to be a citywide cleanup effort.
And when is this going to start?
It'll be in June.
June.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it'll probably be. It's going to actually be behind a gate, a fenced area and gated. So we have several locations that we're looking at to try to serve everybody easily. So it'll be somewhat of a centralized location. But we're still gonna provide pickup service. If someone has something that they can't handle themselves, we will, just call up the mayor's office and we'll coordinate some pickup.
Okay.
We're not gonna be able to, take on, if someone wants to, tear down a garage or something like that, we're not gonna be able to haul away that kind of debris.
Sure.
But the average, clean up your porch, your yard, your garage, basement, anything that
And what's this program called?
all out clean out.
All Out Clean Out.
Yeah.
And you guys are running that next month.
Yeah, it'll be
Okay.
next month.
Are you gonna be able to like set up some sort of like press thing so I can like
Oh,
get the
yeah.
word out when this happens?
Yeah, we'll put it out for plenty of time, yeah.
All right.
And, so that's coming out.
So some of the other continuing projects probably be wastewater improvements,
That's still ongoing, yeah.
road improvements.
Road improvements are gonna start, happening. We've been doing several different projects so far this year. We've got pretty much all that out of the way. So now we're gonna be focused on road work, patching, pothole patching, actually, grinding out parts of the roads and fixing things right, crack sealing, sidewalk repair.
And are you starting that this week?
That'll be next week during
Next
all
week.
that rollout.
Ah,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. And that'll all kind of all blend together.
But you guys are getting everything ready this week to start that next week.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, they're finishing up a few little projects. We had some stuff on Harbor Hill. We were doing some drain work up there and some other just little projects. So they're gonna wrap that up this week and get to next week where we can have organized groups all over town doing a lot of work. So
Okay.
yeah, continue. All the work that we've been doing, aquatic center, cemetery work, parks. All that's still ongoing. Even the Start Westward Monument project, that's still ongoing. So a lot of things are still in the planning or the fundraising state and or design state. And once we get further along with those, we put some more information out to the public. But yeah, there's a lot of ongoing projects, and we're hoping the weather helps us and we get a lot accomplished. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's pretty much a good wrap up, I think,
Perfect.
for this week anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
So I appreciate you coming in.
Thank you so much. If there's anything else that you think of that you guys are covering, just let me know.